Hello and welcome to Ihsan Night Stories. In the heart of the mist-shrouded English countryside, nestled amidst ancient oaks and ivy-clad walls, stood Blackwood Manor, an imposing Gothic mansion with a history steeped in mystery. Many whispered tales of ghostly apparitions, eerie walls, and otherworldly phenomena that had plagued the manor for centuries. The legend had attracted thrill seekers, skeptics, and curious souls alike, but none had dared to spend the full night within its dark, imposing walls. That is, until the renowned paranormal investigator, Ihsan Ramsey, received a peculiar letter. The letter arrived one brisk autumn evening, its envelope adorned with an intricate wax seal bearing the crest of Blackwood Manor. Inside, a handwritten note from the manor's owner, Lady Lemuel Blackwood, requested Ihsan Ramsey's expertise in unraveling the enigmatic mysteries that had plagued their ancestral home for generations. The offer was irresistible to Ihsan, who had spent a career debunking the supernatural. Upon arrival at the manor, Ihsan was greeted by the eerie silence that hung in the air like an invisible shroud. The mansion's ornate facade, adorned with grotesque gargoyles, stared down with the windows like vacant eyes that had seen too much. Lady Eleanor, a woman of regal demeanor, with silvery hair and an air of quiet authority, welcomed the investigator inside. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting elongated shadows throughout the cavernous hallways, Ihsan began the investigation. Armed with an array of specialized equipment, the mission to demystify the unexplainable began. The first night within the manor was marked by a chilling stillness that seeped into every bone. Every creak of the floorboards seemed like the hesitant steps of a reluctant spirit, and every flickering candle flame appeared to dance to an otherworldly tune. Yet, for all the skepticism, Ihsan felt something impossible to dismiss, a sensation that the air itself was thick with an unseen presence. As the midnight hour approached, Ihsan retired to a chamber known as the Haunting Room, a chamber notorious for its ghostly occurrences. With a camera at the ready, Ihsan positioned beside a heavy wooden desk and waited. Suddenly, the room grew icy cold, and the shadows deepened. Flickering candlelight revealed ephemeral figures shimmering in and out of existence. These apparitions appeared like spectral echoes from a bygone era. Victorian ladies in flowing gowns and stoic gentlemen in formal attire. They moved gracefully, their motions fluid yet detached from the early realms. The ghost drifted closer to Ihsan, and to great astonishment, they began to interact with the investigative equipment. Vortexes of energy swirled around the instruments, and electronic voice phenomena whispered secrets of a long-forgotten past. Lady Eleanor Blackwood's ancestors were speaking, and they had stories to tell. In a series of intricate and haunting scenes, the spirits recounted tales of love, betrayal, and tragedy that had plagued their lives during the 19th century. Ihsan listened intently, feeling their pain, longing and lingering anguish. It became clear that these apparitions were not malevolent, but trapped souls desperately seeking resolution. As dawn broke, the room returned to its lifeless state. Ihsan had uncovered the truth beyond the haunting of Blackwood Manor, an untold tale of star-crossed lovers and tragic family feud that had never been resolved in life. Through Ihsan, the spirits had finally found the voice, and in doing so, they could at last rest in peace. Days that followed, Ihsan shared the findings with Lady Eleanor, and together they paid tribute to the long-forgotten souls who had once called Blackwood Manor home. The mansion's eerie reputation slowly faded, replaced by a sense of serenity and closure. With the mysteries of Blackwood Manor unraveled and the restless spirits finally at peace, Ihsan continued to work as a paranormal investigator, forever changed by the enigmatic events that had unfolded within the haunted halls of the manor. And each night before sleep, Ihsan remembered that sometimes the truth behind the supernatural was far more profound and potent than imagination itself, a story capable of soothing restless souls and bringing solace even to the most skeptical heart. And this story is about a little thief. Beneath the glowing lanterns of the ancient city of Arabian lived a young thief named Ihsan, known throughout the crowded streets for unmatched speed and cleverness. While others stole for greed, Ihsan sought only to survive, slipping through marketplaces and palace alleys like a shadow in the night. One evening, while escaping the royal guards, Ihsan hid inside a forgotten underground temple buried beneath the city. Deep within the ruins stood a crystal unlike anything ever seen before, pulsing with a strange blue light. The moment Ihsan touched it, visions flooded the mind, visions of a sleeping kingdom trapped beneath the desert sands. Suddenly, the crystal awakened an ancient guardian, a towering figure made of stone and gold. Instead of attacking, the guardian spoke a single sentence. "You are the last keeper." Confused but determined, Ihsan followed the crystal guidance across dangerous dunes and abandoned ruins, uncovering secrets lost for centuries. Along the journey, it became clear that the crystal held the power to restore a forgotten civilization destroyed by betrayal and war. At the heart of the desert, beneath a storm-filled sky, Ihsan placed the crystal upon an ancient altar. The ground trembled violently as golden towers rose from beneath the sands, shining once more under the moonlight. The lost kingdom had returned. From that day forward, Ihsan was no longer remembered as a thief, but as a wanderer who awakened a legend long buried by time.